Okay, let's do this thing now. Oops. New system here, you know. I've always got a new system, but if you've been watching me a long time, you'll be familiar with this location that I have here in the traveling camper. And no, I'm not wasting gas. No. If I do, every drop that I have to burn in my machines counts for very much. And I'm going to map out all my travels for you, so you also have that kind of interactive thing, and you can see where I went all these years, where I've been wandering, and why. You know, there's actually footage from there, and other people talking about it, like, yeah, I remember when he was there, and they were there, who he was all with. Usually I'm with somebody at some point. I'm not totally a loner. I may seem like it. I may seem like the lone wolf, the lone gunman. I may seem like the what do they call that? The anarchist. I've been studying a lot of government systems lately, and beware of the guy who changes his hat too much. You watch carefully and you'll find out what's going to happen. Jesus, let's get right into it. Jesus, who's called the Christ. Jesus Christ. So, the basic understanding is that when this new book came out, that didn't read it, but I was hearing the discussion, which is almost as good. And why did I take these freaking glasses off? Whenever I want to, get ballistic on something, just go off. It's usually about my glasses. Or like I'll just, something like computers. You can really. I got a little scar right here from so much work and pushing myself to the limit. The life of monasticism and seeking the truth, which I use as a constant theme here, even when I get sarcastic. Jesus told us, and you have to listen to it carefully as you go through your studies and you're hearing from different people and who wants this, what's the attachment to it. Here's just straight up, fact about it. He wanted people to be able to work together. Love one another is the highest command. Love one another. And I ask again and again, how is that done? Show me. Show me the money, is what the materialists say. But show me the love. Show me the love. How are you going to prove to me that you love each other? Because if I leave you, you've only got each other. Now you really depend on my love and the love from my Father. You get the love from the Father. You do it that way. You get that love, and you share it. Whatever love you get, you spread around, because it's just more. It generates more. I mean, even the Beatles, these pop-singing idols, could tell you something about love. Even Paul was talking about that. Remember Paul, who was Saul? Supposedly, he didn't want to be Saul anymore. There's a debate going on. But I'm just going to cut to the chase, because you go right to the Master. Alright? You look at the Master, and he says, one of the signs you can give each other, a gesture, that you can, but not just can, that I want you to do all the time. I want you to demonstrate this. And not sometimes for the ceremony. Hey, with the politicians, with the politicos, the Pharisees. and Sadducees. Do you know the difference between them? Do you know which is which? Sadducees. What do they do? What do they do to treat you or do to your body or your mind? And a Pharisee. What are they all about? Sounds like a parasite kind of. Pharisee. Do they have power? Do they have authority? Pharisees? But this is the archetypes. There's all sorts and varieties of men who do not understand how they're supposed to be in the world because they're haughty, they're proud. But my disciples, he said, are not. We're not. We give each other a sign all the time. I want to see that because that's love. And I'm going to get specific on you now. You got to give the kiss of the brethren. You've got to give you kiss with your kisser, right? You got to kiss the brethren on the cheek. You kiss on the cheek. And in some cultures, they've been shown to say, oh, you can't do that. Oh no, that's gay, or whatever they say it is. No, it's not. Jesus said to do it. You know? You're going to be calling the shit from Jesus gay? I guess you want to go to hell. I guess you can fucking get in there with the key thrown away. I don't care. You fucking made that choice. But here's the other thing. After you get over the whole kiss thing, and I want to see who's got enough bravery and nerve and righteous power that you love the Master, that when you see me, you're going to give me the kiss of the brethren. You do that, and I want that. I expect that. If I don't get that, I'm not going to be happy, but I'm going to, I'll excuse you like I've been excusing people for years and years wherever I go. Just excusing, just like the Pope. Oops, we're not talking about the Pope here. We're just going straight to the thing. We don't need the Pope. We don't need the church. I'm going to tell you directly. This number 2 thing. Now we've already discussed around the whole thing about the kiss. Here's the thing about the washing of the feet. That also seems disgusting by today's standards, or unsanitary, or I don't know what in the fuck the devil told everybody, but washing of the feet is required. It's another sign, and there are 7 signs, and Jesus said to do it. So you best get on that. Now, when it comes to that, you get to that feet washing, but if you want to ask them to pre-wash or something, if they've never done it before, that's fine. That's fine. We also have things about the baptism. Baptism by water is going to bring about the baptism by fire. So that's a whole other discussion. That's like a third realm, possibly a totally separate realm of itself, but you should be baptized too. So we're going to get into that. We're going to have a spiritual revival, and it's getting going. You keep tuning in here. You send this out to all your friends. Just circulate it within the YouTube community, but also you can post it on other, if you use Facebook or those kind of crap like that, or Twitter, which sometimes I do myself. But this is not even the real, man. This is virtual. Well, we got to get into the real, and I've been saying this for 9 years. I think I'm pretty close now to actually making it happen. We got to get together physically. So I am putting that together. I didn't expect all you to do that because you're not the organizers. You ain't. I am. I have the track record of that. You ask around. I get thousands upon thousands of people together, and then I'm gone. I don't need that if I didn't do exactly right. So I'm coming up with the perfect plan. And I'm not just going to tell you here. I'm going to tell you other ways, but we're just screwing around with the video here to see how we can get through, and it's part of it. Let me see how many minutes that was. Ooh, 9:45, 9:47, 9:48. It's time to go. But you come back again real soon, because I'm going to be here.